Okay, so now we have completed the first W-2, or in this case, the only W-2 for this client. Okay, and if you notice, once we completed that, it looks like he's getting a refund of $275. His adjustable gross income is $15,099. Okay, so basically, in this situation, all we have to do is just look to the left, look over here, okay, and we'll see, what needs to be done. As we move through the return, based on what we put in the return, forms will populate over here that we actually need to look at and make sure that they're filled out properly. All right. So in this situation, we're going to do just a basic return. So in this situation, the 8879 is popped up, and that is the bank product. Well, starting the bank product. All right, and we'll click on that. And the first part of this e-file signature authorization, 8879, is asking us what type of refund that this person wants to get. So in this situation, it will always be 5 for us. Okay. Now, if you're doing the e-file or if they owe money or something like that, it might be a balance due if they owe money. Okay. But for most part with us, it will always be 5. Okay, and what that means is it's a bank product, and they will receive a check, direct deposit, or debit card. Okay, so we'll put 5 here, and just to note, if you put 1, 2, or 3 here, what that means is it's going to skip the bank product, and the money is going to go directly into their account, and therefore you won't earn a commission from it. All right, we won't charge them because it's going straight into their account, and you won't earn a commission. So you need to make sure that we are always putting 5 here. Okay, even if the customer says, "Well, I want direct deposit," you still put 5 here, and then on the bank application, that's when we will specify that it's direct deposit. Okay, so we'll go through the 8879. Okay, and we're going to tab down. Okay, and the first thing you'll come to is the taxpayer's PIN. All right, if the taxpayers have a PIN, they'll put it here. Okay, um, if they need to put the prior year's AGI, they'll put it right here. Okay, and this is where we will put the pay prepares PIN. You know, I've said this a number of times. For the life of me, I don't know why this pin is here, but I normally just put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be able to move on to the next step. Okay, and while I put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I tabbed, what you need to do at that point is this is the only part where the tab button really doesn't work, and you need to go back up. All right, and you need to put in the ERO/repairs information. Okay, when you click here, when you click this box here, okay, you have to click on, you can either double click it. Okay, well, in this case it's not working, so let's see. Let's go here to choices. Okay, and what will happen is all of the people that we have in here that does a return with us, name will pop up. Okay, and you come in, you find your name. In this case, that's me, and it's going to put the PETN information in there, and we're able to move on to the next step. Okay. All right. Do not touch anything in this direct deposit information. All right. Basically, once you put this information in right here, you're ready to go to the next step. Okay. So we put the PETN, put my information in. It popped up, said who I was. Okay. So now, uh, if you notice, if I click refresh or save, the bank application comes up. Okay, so I saved it or I refreshed it. You can do either one, and then the bank application comes up. Okay, now once you put the bank application up, or once you click on the bank application, you'll just move through this form. All right, so right, there's no state refund or anything like that. If the taxpayer had a different address, that's where you'll put you will put that information right here. Okay. Okay. So now Bank signature verification. The taxpayer has reviewed and signed all of the bank documents. Now this is kind of this is one of those tricky ones because we have it here before we get to that section. So you basically have to say yes in advance, okay? Because if you don't click here, you can't print the documents out. So that's a glitch in their system. But we'll click yes here, or put the X mark there. All right. Do you anticipate preparing a state RAC for this taxpayer in the future? We're going to say no, okay, because we don't have a state program. All right. Right here, you would check to request a due diligence review, or check if a prior year client. Okay. You can skip both of those. All right. And who is the borrower of the return? The borrower indicator. B for both. Okay. P for taxpayer. All right, and S for spouse. Okay, it's already pre-filled with both, so you can just move on to the next section. All right, you have to answer this question: the taxpayer citizenship status with the United States. We're going to say that they're a citizen. Okay, and if married, filing, joint. Okay, spouse citizenship status with the U.S. Okay, so. If they're married, filing joint, what's the citizenship of their spouse? Okay. And in this case, we don't. But of course, if it was U.S., you just put citizen and so forth. All right. We'll tab over, and we're going to go to the ID section. Okay. Here are the types of IDs that we can accept: driver's license foreign, U.S. passport, foreign passport, United States issued ID card. That's a state. State issued ID card, a U.S. military ID card, Native American card, identification, Mexican consular ID card, alien ID such as a green card. Okay, and this to say that the person has a driver's license, a United States driver's license. Okay, we want to put the license number in here. Okay, and then the date of issuance. The state, that's just the abbreviation. So Texas, you'll put TX, and then the expiration date. Okay. All right, if they have a spouse, we want to put that identification information there. And then you must check this box. I have personally examined the unexpired government issued photo identification provided to me by the applicant and confirmed that the applicant matches the likeness and description of the person described on the ID. Okay, you want to check that. Okay, and then the next section here is you want to know, this is where we're going to pick what type of return they're going to receive. All right, now we're not doing the Walmart direct to cash, so it's either going to be a cashier's check, direct deposit, the Diamond Plus card, or the personalized Diamond Plus card, and that's a card that was pre-mailed to the taxpayer. In this situation, it will be one of these three. Cashier's check, that's a check that they come to the store and pick up. Direct deposit, we deposit directly into their bank account, or the Diamond Plus card. Okay, so we'll go through all of this. All right, if they're requesting a check, you don't have to do anything else. You just put the check, you just make sure you keep the X mark there, and that's it. You can move on to the next step. If they're requesting direct deposit, okay, we need that routing number, okay, and when I put in the routing number, what will happen is the box will come up, and you have to put it in again. Okay, and then the account number. Okay, and it's going to be the same thing. You have to put that information in there again. All right. And I don't know why I kicked it all the way back up, but then we need to indicate whether it's a checking or savings account. So in this case, it just says a checking. Okay. So in that situation, if you do that, you're fine. Okay, and you can go from there. Okay. You'll see the routing information, the account number, and you specify whether it's a checking or savings account. Okay. Let's say if they're going to do the Diamond Plus card, the credit card. Okay. In each one of our cards, if you look on it, there's an envelope ID. Okay. And what we need to do is we would have to put that envelope ID in there here. Okay. Okay. Now the problem with that is I don't have. Actually, I do have an envelope, so I'm going to ask you guys just to hold on for 10 seconds. Hold on. Okay, so that envelope ID is found on the very front of that envelope. Okay, so let me take this one, and you'll have to put that in there. Okay, so that's a lengthy number. And then you have to, okay, wait, let's see. Must have put the wrong number in. Hold on. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm sorry. It's telling me to clear the direct deposit information. I want you guys to see it both times. So, if that's good to know. If they decide to do, if they first started out with direct deposit and then they decide to go somewhere else, you have to clear that information out. Okay, so now we put the envelope ID in there. All right, and then of course we have to confirm it again. Okay. Now the ID type here, taxpayer ID, you know, you'll put the Social Security card. This is the first year that they're doing this section, so just go ahead and follow it to the T, and just make sure you just check the X mark here, the box here saying that you have personally examined the card. All right, that's the only way you're going to get through this. All right. So now the bank app is actually done. So you have completed the bank application, and you're ready to move on to the next step.